Hi guys,
Hello people.
I'm Milena,
Lola.
and we're watching Black Sails
Season finale.
finale.
Last
season
time that
3
we can say
finale.
season finale. Next time it's gonna be series finale.
Series finale. And the next time is today we're starting season 4. Season 4, episode 1.
We're gonna watch today. I mean, we planned on watching this after episode 9, but because I always thought it's better to watch the last 2 episodes together.
Not always.
No. And for the last episode, no.
I agree. When somebody dies, I don't think
I can't watch the next one.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
need time to sit on it.
I agree completely. I don't know how what this episode is gonna.
I don't
bring
know.
us.
I think it's about to be chaos, honestly. Because
I mean, they are coming.
They are coming. They are coming.
They are coming.
We
That's
need to
the
see
plan.
what's gonna be happening with we're in battle, and we need to figure out what. And then I don't know when it ends. You know what I mean? Because I still feel like Spain has to come, and so does it just come in middle of season 4 until does it come while we're in the midst of the battle with England?
I
I
really
don't
know because we only know what type of plan the governor made with Spain.
Yeah.
If the governor is not governing
We have a new governor in town. It's Eleanor.
anymore, I don't know what's gonna happen.
I can't wait for him to wake up.
Me too.
He is gonna be scary.
When do you think she's gonna die?
Next season, probably end of the season.
End of the season.
I mean,
could even
not
see my
necessarily.
mid-season.
Could be mid-season.
You could definitely see that. I can't see exactly Spain coming just because that seems such a big war, and I don't think the whole season 4 is just gonna be the big wars.
The way that I have no clue.
I mean, me neither. This is everything that I think.
Take it with a grain of salt.
Exactly. I'm just saying it. I can change my mind in this episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. We're gonna have to see that. I love what Eleanor did at the end. I said that in the previous episode. I love how she's taking control. That she's going there against my boy. You know how much I have to be happy with your progression as a character, even if it's downfall. But happy that this is the storyline for you. That I would be I'm happy that she's going against my boy.
Yeah, then it has to be a great progression.
Yeah.
Because she's going against Flint. And again, everything
and
makes
then
sense.
I do not forgive.
No. Everything makes sense. Last episode with Lost Vane, I really I think it's gonna be a huge loss for the show not having him, but also I think it's they have done it in such a way that I think benefits the show as well.
Yeah, I think so.
And so it's the best possible way you kill off a character. I think that they did it perfectly, and I'm really gonna miss him. And he was in my top 5. I don't know what my top 5 is, but he was in my top 5 characters of the show. And so I'm really gonna miss him, but I'm very satisfied with the way that everything ended. And we talked about it.
You wanna do top characters after this episode? I'm saying this I know mine, I can't wait to say them after the episode.
Oh, well, nothing's gonna change in the middle of it. You know
never
what I mean?
know.
What could change?
God knows what. Let's give it time.
Okay.
After the episode.
Okay.
But if you want to, we can do after this episode and then after season 4.
Sure, let's do it at an end of season 3 and
that's
the
what
show,
I
and let's see where it is.
Yeah, if something changes.
Yeah,
mixes up,
Yeah.
I don't think we should prolong this intro because
especially because we talked so long
in the last outro and nothing has changed.
I was editing that and I put it in the editor and the total hour was 2.5, and I was I just texted Milena. Why? Why is it so fucking long?
Everybody was no words, and yet they proceed to talk for
yeah, well, we always say no words and somehow there's many words said. There's many words spoken. I don't think much is said, but
I remember that we did talk a lot about Eleanor and Vane afterwards, but Eleanor especially in my mind. I don't remember.
Are we prepared, guys? What was that?
He believes him responsible for choosing the men.
Oh, we're gonna fuck.
I had 3 men holding down.
Is it?
Wayne administered a beating.
I don't know if we're going. If they're showing us that for John's character, or is there gonna be a problem with Dobbs and?
He has some weird look.
God, Blackbeard.
Blackbeard, yeah.
He's gonna come at the end of the
At the end
episode.
of the episode.
And we're gonna think all is lost when
Yeah.
fucking Blackbeard comes. It's gonna be so good.
I cannot believe that this woman is this beautiful.
She is stunning. Shoveling. Oh my god, her body. Love you. The fuck are you shoveling? Are we the gold?
He's
Oh my god, we're gonna be those pirates
Yeah.
that bury the gold. I think this is a smart thing. I feel like we should bury it.
At the end of the day, secrets among friends are the source of all good things gone wrong. Is that what we are now?
Ah, yo, cute.
About you.
All of
He
them.
was.
Safest place for this isn't behind walls, guarded with guns. Safest place lives outside the realm of anyone's awareness.
I agree.
The English can't find it, they can't take it. She agreed it was best for all, for its whereabouts to remain unknown. Provided that you were among the circle that knew of it.
Cute.
He is the trusted one.
Not to betray. But not.
Ridiculous. Do you know how ridiculous that exactly it wasn't lost on any of us? That's so funny.
Like the way that he lied
From
first to
season
get
one,
the money.
you know? Remember the pearls?
I remember.
We were becalmed. I told Billy I believed your darkest thoughts somehow had the ability to manifest themselves upon our reality. Your anger over the murder of Mrs. Barlow became the storm into which we all battled. Your despair over her death became the doldrums into which we all sank. In my defense, I hadn't had anything to eat or drink in a while.
You're not wrong though.
But the truth of it, I'm not sure it was far off. Your demons are a part of our reality. Some of those demons I've come to know. But the one in whose name this war is to be fought is still a stranger to me. Before this war actually begins, I'm asking where it actually began.
Oh my god.
You want to learn about Thomas?
Oh my god.
Tell me.
I wanna cry. Oh my god.
I'm sorry. Why, like,
What?
what are we thinking? If they're mentioning Thomas at the end of the episode,
Oh,
I see Thomas alive.
In this
What do you think
episode?
so?
No, in this episode. Really?
I don't know.
That would
He
be the
mentioned
shock
where
for
did it
me.
begin? Where did it begin?
I
What if
know,
the
but
last
that-
shot is Thomas alive?
Oh, okay, not here.
Not
Okay,
here, just
okay.
anywhere.
Okay, that could be.
Why am I like talking all happy when they're not dying? Guys, you just need to stay alive until Blackbeard comes, I promise. Honestly, it seems like we are really in a bad position because their boats can just shoot at us.
One ship against their entire fleet.
My boy, yes, how do we, what is...
We'll get home quickly. Take fire, obviously.
There's one of you.
Get our vanguard aboard one of their ships. We could disrupt their entire line. Do not look at me like that. This is the plan. Create uncertainty. in the
You
minds
speak
of those
uncertainly.
on the ground And undermine their confidence in their command.
Yeah. Then I know how they'll feel.
East.
Oh my god, Blackbeard. Is that?
6 ships. British colours.
We
Oh, no,
think...
that's Eleanor.
Reinforcements likely.
We think...
There could be hundreds of soldiers aboard those ships. The captain's battle plan does not take into account a force that large. What Captain Flint's battle plan does not take into account is retreat. There is nowhere to retreat.
Exactly. True.
And given how much we have sacrificed to earn this battle, how can we do anything other than see it through?
True.
My friend may have given his life to earn this battle.
They don't even know, though.
You are feeling to succeed. But there comes a certain point when one must accept what is painful obvious. How many ships? What? The
Wait.
Second Fleet, how many ships? Describe them, please. What
It's-
difference does it make? Shut up. Miss Martina, describe them. 3 tall ships!
You know those ships.
One man of war.
Make a pause for 5 seconds, please.
I'm gonna start crying. I'm gonna start crying. I wanna start crying.
We're not attacking them. We're greeting them.
I love this for us.
This is a fucking Hail Mary.
And he died for this.
He died for this. Why did they start the episode with John asking, tell me how it started?
You know.
Because like now. Now, why did you put that in my head? I don't know what mortars means. The thing is, I hate the British, right? I hate the British, want them to lose, but like, these are just like 4 regular men. Like it's the same like the Spanish guy on the ship that died. Oh my god. It's stuck!
Oh.
Someone's gonna I had to die. No. Do you retreat while there's smoke?
He asked for this fight, Major. He didn't do so without a plan. I promise you, bumbling into a hasty retreat wasn't a part of it.
Bumbling. They were overwhelmed by a superior force.
He wants us to presume. He wants you to presume. A tactical withdrawal to guide us into an ambush.
I hate that we have someone that's smart and that knows the way we think.
Led them into a massacre deliberately. Just to entice us to chase him.
You don't know that man, Major. But I do. He's quite capable of what you suggest, and more.
Yes.
I want him dead. I just want to say that.
Yes.
To the first to betray, I offer the first chance to repent. Remove the captain, you have until nightfall.
There is a voice out there yet to identify itself that wants to see Captain Vane's remains removed from the gibbet in the square.
Why does it look like this?
A wise tale. Pirate law. Avery's maiden crew was said to deliver the black spot as a warning to wayward crew members.
Ignored on pain of death.
It was a bullshit story then, and it's no less a bullshit story now.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Cowards sent notes.
Perhaps removing the gibbet would go a long way towards settling whatever unrest may be brewing.
You're suggesting that the governor comply with an anonymous threat.
The governor.
If it is removed in the light of this threat, in the light of Captain Flint's standing ultimatum against the use of it, would it not worry you that it might appear weak?
It certainly worries me to make self-defeating mistakes out of fear of appearing weak.
He's right. He's right.
She is right.
Gives me no pleasure having it there, no matter what the street may say. But to remove it in this moment threatens to undermine confidence in the governor's leadership.
I wonder, does she believe what she says?
That said, at the end of 3 days' time, I want it down and gone. Not a minute longer.
You're gonna be dead by tomorrow.
Excuse me. You should be in bed.
I've spent enough time in bed.
Still looking at Vane.
Yeah.
I know how it seems to the street to you, but please understand.
It seems as though a very difficult thing was done. It seems as though I'm fortunate you had the courage to do it. You have enemies here. Then let them be my enemies as well. Any and all of them. And let them come.
Took this much better than I thought he would. Oh, they even have the clothes and everything.
But they're gonna find out that he's dead now.
Yeah. But like, I think by seeing that Blackbeard is even coming,
Yeah.
he should know that he will not come unless it's for fucking personal vendetta. Everyone here has a personal vendetta against someone. Blackbeard, we had our issues. Right now we have none. Zero.
I'm looking for Flint, not you. Where is he?
Bleeding.
He's currently being tunneled by half the British Navy, just beyond the horizon.
Maybe. Charles is dead. The governor in Nassau hung him in the square. On the island I helped build. He thought he could do that, face no consequences.
failed to account for me. British law sentenced him. But I think you and I both know who it was that fashioned that noose. It was no he. I look forward to seeing Miss Guthrie again and settling Charles's account with her. But there is no victory over her without a victory here. Today. Will you help us find it?
Madness is such a hard thing to define.
Oh.
Makes it such an easy label to affix to one's enemies. Once it had been applied to Thomas. Once our relationship had been exposed, defiled, scandalized. Everything ended. That was the day that on some level I knew that England was broken. And that sooner or later a good man must resist it. And I am genuinely sorry.
Me too.
But you can see how this might be of particular and immediate concern. Before today, I knew of two people who managed to truly know you. To gain your trust, to be your partner. And they both ended up dead while playing the role. Now, wait a minute. Now you're telling me there's a third member of this class, making it even less credible to characterize Mr. Gates and Mrs. Barlow's deaths as bad luck. It was seeing those closest to you meet their end, not just during the relationship, but because of it. And as I sit here, I'm acutely aware there may be no one closer to you in the world right now than What exactly are you saying? That I've somehow sought out my own tragedies? Did you not tell me that our darkest motives will conceal themselves from us, cloak themselves in whatever they must in order to move us to action? So you see yourself as a potential fourth member of this class? Concerned that your association with me will lead to your end? Association with you began out of necessity, but I've come to find a great deal of respect for you. Perhaps even friendship. Which is why I find myself unnerved by the thought that when this pattern applies itself to you and I, that I will be the end of you.
Is that so?
The three who preceded me all had one thing in common. They were vulnerable to you. Had more to lose than you, less means with which to protect themselves than you. So recently I thought that was me as well, but I don't know that it is anymore. It is natural for men new to power to assume that it has no limits. Trust me, it does. We agreed that I would select a man to be responsible for making a direct move against Captain Hornigold once the battle begins. I chose Mr. Dobbs. You chose Dobbs? Why the fuck would you do that? It's a dangerous errand. It's more than dangerous. The entirety of our plan rests on its success. Why would you assign it to a man harboring who knows what sort of resentment against you? Because it isn't resentment. If you had disciplined him, he would resent you for it, but towards me, I don't believe he feels resentment. I believe he feels shame for having disappointed me, and a great need to redeem himself in my eyes. Send someone else. It's done. If you're wrong, if Mr. Dobbs takes this opportunity to betray you,
He what?
to betray us,
We're good.
this battle will be over before it ever began.
It's still part of the plan. Oh, he's testing his resolve. You're gonna have to see him die now. This is horrifying.
Show me that you truly intend to leave Captain Flint and your life with him behind you. But I'd like to be quite certain your intentions are true.
Like the way that John said that he feels shame for betraying him. And he has done that, he has cultivated that.
Major, prepare your men.
Hornigold, you prepared your death sentence.
The men above would fight to protect us. I should be among them. You have protected me for so very long. It is time I did the same for you.
She's gonna be so good. She's gonna be so fine.
Did you get it? Your black spot was delivered, yeah.
So kill him? What are you doing?
It's going to take more than a note to frighten him.
Yeah, of course it is. It's Mr. Gates who first told me about the spot. It kept him awake for 3 nights. That wasn't a note or a threat. It was the idea of Avery himself. Just the awareness that someone so terrible knew your name. We've only just begun to tell our story. We haven't yet introduced the villain.
One can only assume she did not act alone.
Max is already questioning her
You did not report this
ideas.
to the governor, nor to Miss Guthrie, nor did you take any action to discover who the partners might be.
Oh, like
Until I know
her
how
boyfriend.
the story will unfold, I choose to allow the players to reveal themselves to me, lest I make an enemy out of someone I may one day wish to call a friend.
Is that the one that got the note? Who's that?
This way. Reinforcements from a sister colony.
Sure, why not? God, please be dumb enough to believe that.
Flint gave you command of his ship. Yes. You count the things that Flint and I agree upon on one hand. Among them, the sincere confusion as to why Charles invested any time and energy in you. I suppose Flint's come to see that there might be some capacity in you after all.
And
She really cares about his opinion.
And what?
And doesn't it sound as if there was more to that thought? You might see yourself agreeing with him again. About my capacity.
He's cute.
He is
There's only more to that thought, was there?
my best boy. He's just a different type of captain, you know? He's not a captain that like instills fear. He is just a very smart one. Capable.
Showing her fleet identification.
I feel like Anne would instill more fear.
Absolutely,
than him.
My
absolutely.
help from below.
Don't. Raise the black instead.
Let's do it.
Raise
Whatever.
the black.
He believes we are beneath him, tactically incompetent. Why give him any reason to doubt it? To be underestimated. It's an incredible gift.
He's like, got you. Proven. No.
You dumbass.
No.
You fucking dumbass.
She let me go because she knows that if we survive this battle today, she will likely need to step aside and make room for someone better suited to do what must be done.
It's a hard thing to look your successor in the eye. To know that their time is nearing while yours is almost through. But as far as successors go, your mother could do far worse.
I wonder if that's what he feels about Flint. Flint's time's passing. Is this coming? Oh my god.
They'll fight to the death to Flint.
Finish this as quickly as possible.
Oh, he's gonna die in this episode.
This is the episode he dies.
That's 100%.
You trust him?
What's that?
A few weeks
Oh my god, look how pretty!
He said he'd always be looking over your shoulder. Why'd he fuck us the first chance he got?
I will say this for him. In recent weeks, among the disturbing number of people who've tried to kill one or the both of us, he is not among them. If Charles was in some sense a son to him, Charles was in some sense a brother to us. I couldn't tell you what that makes us to him, but something. Perhaps.
See you on the other side.
Aww.
You're gonna be so. Aww. You're gonna be so good. You're gonna be so fucking fine. I honestly don't understand how this fighting works. I would be like, oh, it hits my ship once, we're dead, we're gone.
Oh, they're jumping. Okay, you're coming to their ships.
Oh, the song! Come on, when are you gonna do something?
Find Mr. Silver, the fugitive Mr. Rackham, and the cash in our possession before the sun sets.
You should know.
I once thought that to lead men in this world, to be light was just as good as fear. But to be both light and fear all at once is an entirely different state of being, in which I believe at this moment I exist alone. Mr. Dobbs will do what I ask of him.
Pull everyone back.
Sir?
Pull him back now!
Already too late.
All the gold of exactly what I ask him to. Of this I'm sure. It's up to you.
What if they stepped exactly where you were?
That's what I thought immediately, but
What
I
if,
guess...
what if the horses stepped exactly where you were?
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh
No, Hornigold, the only one that survives. I feel like if he dies, Flint has to get him.
my god. That's what I want to say, that it's not Debs' kill.
What do you need to board us?
What, is he pathetic for ducking? Like, what?
I was about to say, did you see what his girlfriend is doing right now as well?
Why does she look so stunning? Let's fucking go, boys.
Oh.
I swear no one has ever looked better bloodied.
Tell your governor! You tell him I'm coming!
But in terms of our future and the danger that you believe you may pose to me, bear this in mind. I have survived starvation, a tempest, pirate hunters, just captains, mutinous crews, angry lords, a queen, a king, and the goddamn British Navy. So to whatever extent you may be concerned that someday we will clash, worried that though today we be friends, someday you will have no choice but to be my end. I won't worry too much.
I call him John the Giant. A man walks into a tavern at the dead of night, threatens the entirety of the island, and then proceeds to remove a man's head with a metal shoe.
John the Giant?
It's a story that stands a strong chance of seeing itself embellished.
Do we care that it isn't remotely true?
Doesn't matter what's true. Not now, anyway. We're creating the appearance of a man out of nothing. The appearance of a man that the resistance against the English feels compelled to rally around.
For those of you who have not heard, the governor has imposed martial law upon all of Nassau town in response to the murder of Captain Throckmorton.
Martial law.
He asked that I convey to the rest of his council the contents of the letter left for him today, taking responsibility for Captain Throckmorton's murder. I was no one. And then you came and my island fell. And I became something else.
Why not Flint? It's time we finally had an alternative. I've watched her follow madmen. I've watched her follow rich men. I've watched her bow before tyrants. But now, it's time she had a king. When we're ready, when he's ready, he'll step into the role we've created for him. And lead an impossible army. into an unwinnable war. And win it.
Captain Throckmorton's black spot will not be the last. Ignore it and join him. Heed it. And reclaim your place amongst us. Until then, I remain Long John Silver.
Interesting.
I was all chills. Oh. Who's that? Long? He has a long fucking memory? Long John Silver?
I was waiting for the name because he did say like that they're gonna
Giant.
make a name. Yeah.
That's what they said the first.
Giant
that was the
somehow.
giant.
I was
no,
like,
that's
what?
Does not work. Go.
Me?
Top 5. Go.
Oh, I forgot. Do you want to do yours? Give me a second. I forgot that we wanted to do that. I didn't think about it. I don't know. It's so hard for me, honestly.
I'm struggling with number 5.
You know for first 4?
I think I do.
Interesting.
I think I know first 4. I'm struggling with the 5th.
I mean, I know all 5. It's just like I don't know.
You don't know how to place it?
No, I don't know
Okay.
how to place it.
What is your top 5?
My
don't
top
place
5
them.
are Flint, Jack, Vane, John, and Eleanor.
I think those are my 5 as
Those
well.
are my top 5. Just like I'm not sure, depending on the episode. Like
Okay, I mean I agree, but I think like taking everything into consideration from start to finish, I'm gonna go Flint, John, Jack, Vane, Eleanor. I think that's where I'm at.
the thing is, with the ones, there are some that like I feel like I'm more emotionally connected than the others.
I agree.
After the 5, I would place Anne, and then I would probably place Max at this point. The thing is, it could change. It could change any episode. And there are some stories that are like more than the others.
Yeah,
you
sure.
know? That's why it's so hard for me to place them, because like to some I feel like I'm more emotionally connected than to some others, let's say.
I agree. Like the reason why I struggled with 5th it was because like I adore Anne so much, but like realistically her storyline cannot be better than Eleanor's and everything, and so like I cannot place her. I adore her and I adore her relationship with Jack, and so like I want to place her higher. I have nowhere to go with that, you know.
I agree, but like
and Max as well. Like I adore her, but like I can't place her above.
For me, I love Anne more than Max. Where with Max's storyline, I like more.
Yeah.
Like for me, Anne doesn't have that storyline that would make her such a spectacular character that, in my opinion, Eleanor does. Let's say. But like that's the difference, because like let's say for me with Jack, I think is the same as Anne. I like his story through these 3 seasons more. I liked his story through these 3 seasons more, and that's why he's higher up. But like for example, I'm very emotionally invested in him.
Okay.
You know,
I agree.
Like so, like top 5 makes no sense, because with the Eleanor, I don't know.
Do you know your number 2?
You mean John?
Is it John or Jack?
It could be Vane.
It could be Vane?
Yeah, I think just not Eleanor.
Yeah, I know.
Like Eleanor is number 5.
Well, that's why.
At this point. But like the 3 of them, like depends on the episode. For example, I love John's story more than Vane's and Jack's, but I don't love him as a character. I'm not emotionally invested in him more than I am with Vane or Jack.
I get it.
Especially Vane, like when character loves someone, that climbs to me.
Yeah.
So like Jack's love for Anne and Vane's love for Eleanor is the reason why I'm so emotionally connected with them.
Yeah, I get
and
it.
also why I started loving Flint so much is because everything happened because of the tragedy and what he feels and the love that he lost.
Yeah.
With John, I don't have that.
Yeah.
You know, I just have a fantastic story.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's why I'm not sure where to place them all. It's depending on which I choose, you know.
I think that's fair, but that's approximately where we're at. people are very close. You know what I mean?
In different ways.
In
That's
different
why,
ways. Like you said, it really can switch from one to another.
Exactly. Depending on where the story goes or how I feel about them in some episodes.
Yeah.
Because like Jack's love for Anne and yeah, I feel bad with that I'm not putting Anne in number.
I know.
I really feel bad that I'm not putting her because I really I love her more than I love Eleanor. You know. Where with Max, let's say, because in my opinion, those 7 are the ones that are the most main characters.
Yeah.
You know, they are the most important ones. Let's say
we've
the
been
story
following them for 4 seasons.
Where with the Max, I think she's such a great character. She's such an amazing character. I think she has one of the better stories in the show. You know. I am less emotionally invested in her, so it's easier for me somehow to put her under the others.
Yeah, I get
those scales, whatever those scales are. You know what I mean?
It's the end all be all. What we say, that's how it goes. No, I agree completely with everything.
Because I know people really love Max.
I adore her.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, but I know they really, really love her, and she's one of their favorite characters, and I completely understand that.
I do not question that for 1 second.
Me too,
I really don't question that for a second. What a fucking way to end the season. What a season. What a moment. I have no words.
This episode was great. This episode was so everything good. I hoped it would be.
I'm also happy that it didn't exhaust me to the point where
that we are gonna now play the 4th season
so
episode 1 and we're gonna play it with a smile on our faces.
Thank
you know what
God.
I mean? It's it didn't break us episode 9
No,
did,
I mean it can't. You know what I mean? I didn't expect anyone to die in this episode, except Horny Gold, but
exactly. But also, in episode 9, Vane died.
Yeah.
But somehow, even all the conversations,
yeah, but the build up with him and Eleanor,
that is what exhausted me as well the most. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. My favorite bit in this episode was Flint and John and their conversation, and it really set up something that I don't know what's gonna be happening in season 4 now. They're in the same second, they are friends, partners, enemies. In the same fucking breath, they're all of those. And where do we go from there? I have no clue.
I feel I do see where they go.
They were talking about succession in the terms of Maddie taking over for
the
queen. And John said that line of it's difficult to look into the eye of your not predecessor but successor.
I was like, what?
I don't know why predecessor, and I'm no. It's hard to look in the eye of your successor and know that your time is coming to an end. And Flint time is coming to an end, let's say. And John's time is just coming. It was very clear in their conversation with one another how, again, John has made such a progression, and he, let's say, now understands kind of who he is and how he can control people in the terms of getting them to like you and fear you at the same time, because when people fear you, they might not want to do what you're asking of them, but if they like you, if they want your approval so badly, they're gonna do anything. They're gonna be desperate in doing anything and achieving anything, and dying towards that cause. And he does have that with the crew. That is what he has cultivated, and that is where his strength lies. And on the other side, we have Flint, who is someone that all of them kind of fear. And when they're talking like that, yes, John has this capacity maybe that Flint does not have, but when Flint speaks, there is such, when someone is older, went through more, and is you're still green when he's speaking to John. It seemed like Flint has gone through more life, and John has a lot of confidence right now in this moment. The thing is, I do think John, they're setting him up to be king.
Yeah.
I don't think there's about to be king in Nassau, you know what I mean? I don't
yes.
think we can make it until then. But he is in such a position of power that I do think he's gonna hold that position of power, that Flint's time is gonna pass.
No, that's what I wanna say. King, okay, maybe not king, but technically they look at Maddie as a queen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to be it's not a title that if your people view you as such, then you are that.
Yeah.
You possess that power then.
Yeah,
you know?
he possesses the power of a king in all ways.
I mean, yes, he will lead the people.
Yeah.
You know? And he will... So, like, this is something that, like, I feel like we talked so much about where John's story is gonna go from, let's say, season 1, season 2, like how at some point he is gonna... I called him a captain, but it's more like, now I see it, it's more like just like a person who is leading people.
Yeah.
You know, which is similar to me, if you understand, because like with pirates, captains are the ones who are leading people, in my mind, you know. But like with them and with kind of world they want to live in and create in Nassau, that he's gonna... I could see him be a person in power.
Absolutely.
It's just that his confidence is making me doubt it. I don't know what I think. Like, I don't know where exactly the story will go.
Like, his confidence not making me doubt him. It's just like... And it's not like about his confidence. I just, again, I don't think we succeed, you know, in what we are doing. Mm-hmm. Wherever that leaves Maddie and John, I don't think it's dead. And so, like, they're gonna still hold some type of power. Like, be that on a ship, be that on another island. Like, I have no fucking clue where we're going with that.
Have to be an island,
I guess,
in my opinion, because that's where Maddie lives. That's where her people live.
Yeah. The thing is, I can see him holding that power. I can see him having that power. And it's not like... He said something along the lines of, like... Flint told him the soul story about Thomas. And again, I really love that they're really at a point where, like, Flint does confide in him, you know, and he is telling him everything. And, like, John, after all of that, is like, I'm so sorry. What I hear right now is there's another person that is being by your side. So what that tells me is that, like, you're gonna go down because of me, basically. Because, like, those people don't have the upper hand that I have.
Exactly.
The thing is, Flint is not gonna go down because of you. I don't think Flint is gonna go down.
I think Flint is not gonna be Flint
He's just
anymore.
he's just gonna retire.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I think he's not gonna be Flint anymore. I think he's gonna be whoever, you know, somewhere in the woods. You know what I mean?
But I think it's gonna be out of his own accord, you know?
Yeah, I think so as well.
And so, like, that's gonna be... So, like, when he was telling John, like, I have survived this and this and this. That was such a good moment.
Yeah.
This, like...
Don't worry
about me.
Yeah.
Like... It's gonna be fine.
No, it's just that, like, that whole scene with John was, in my opinion, badass. But, like, I, for example, always thought that I would see people choose him. I never thought before that he would want to manipulate situations for people to choose him. That he would, even though I know, again, he was at a different place then. We saw the whole progression, what happened on the ship, and what he survived, and how all the power right now that he has in his hands are his people. Yeah, you know. So it makes sense in my opinion. It's just that, like, for example, what I did expect is what happened in the last scene with Billy, the way he talked and how he made John
their villain.
What?
They said they have to make a villain.
Yeah, how he made John that one.
Yeah, like and they chose to make it, and this guy was like, why not Flint? Again, just showing the clear succession of going from Flint to John in a way. I thought that shot even was so great with Flint looking over the water at John, I mean with Maddie as well. I love that they are, whatever power John is gonna hold, it seems like John and Maddie are gonna hold it together, which I really like, because again, I feel like John by himself with this amount of power is like awfully close to darkness. Like the way that he speaks, the way that he speaks is it feels like kind of a hunger for that power, you know, and that can be all consuming and everything. And so like having someone to pull you out of that, to pull you through that, he really needs Maddie, otherwise he really is gonna be a villain.
I completely agree with you. That is the part that I did not expect with John. That is the part that caught me off guard in the past few episodes, in my opinion, where I am a bit, I don't know the word, stunned, shocked, you know, like with the way that he talks.
I understand. I mean, that's why you would, even when you were saying the characters that you love, like there is nothing, let's say, lovable here, technically.
There is that emotional
lack of emotion,
dissociation.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
With him, which I didn't feel before. I mean, it's not that I don't love him. Don't get me wrong. I adore his character. You know.
Yeah.
It's just that like that part I did not expect to happen with him. You know, I'm not used to that part with him. Yeah. I'm used to that part with Flint, and I know what triggers it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that is different than what triggers John right now.
Yeah. I
agree. That is the part that like is interesting in my opinion, but is making that emotional connection questionable.
Yeah, I mean,
I
like
don't know
it's
if you understand what I mean.
Know, it's more difficult to feel warmth towards a character that is like just, let's say, craving power for the sake of power.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
And that not being controlled by some, like, for example, Flint, you know, by some like traumatic event.
Tragedy, loss, love, anything of those things. Emotions that like it's so easy to connect for me.
I agree.
You know? Where with John I don't have that.
I really wonder how season 4 is gonna go with him. You know, like I do think it needs to knock him down a peg. You know
That's
what I mean?
That's why I said like his confidence is what makes...
Yeah, but like I don't think it's gonna be his downfall. That's just what I meant. Like I don't think it's gonna be because like now he is so confident he's gonna lose all of this, you know? I just think there needs to be a balance created. Like
maybe that's Maddie. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it is.
It could be a very good story in my opinion, because like I'm not saying there is something that we need to connect, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So maybe that is gonna be Maddie who is gonna be his anchor. Is that word? Or like
North Star?
Something, that like makes him not crave that power for the sake of power.
Yeah, that keeps him grounded.
Yeah.
I
adore his character. He really is, like, in my opinion, one of the best characters. Like, his story is one of the best stories. I could even say that, like, Flint, him, in my opinion, Eleanor and Max would be the top 4 stories for me of the characters, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really, I like where they, I mean, top progressions, in my opinion, let's say.
Yeah.
You know, where they started from and where they are right now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I agree. Really want to see where his storyline is going to go in season 4. You know, like with this newfound confidence and power and everything. Again, I think
he even
there has to be like this bit with him, you know, just so that we can keep him grounded and not like in his mind inevitable.
This
you know,
is gonna be very interesting.
Yeah, like I really want to see where it goes. I really am
always,
uncertain.
I really always thought that like what he possesses is the love of people.
Yeah.
Which is again very interesting.
Yeah.
And very important for people to follow him, and like he said, he is gonna he's ashamed that that I am disappointed in what he did.
Yeah.
He's gonna want to make me proud.
Yeah.
You know?
That is a terrifying amount of power to wield.
Yeah.
You know, like having people look at you like that.
Yeah.
It can go to your head.
But like that is the difference between a king and, let's say, a pirate, in my opinion, because like for example, I think Flint does not possess that, and he is a good, let's say, captain, not pirate, but like captain. That's what I want to say.
Yeah.
He is in a battle and in leading people through a battle to anything.
Yeah.
He is the best that it could be. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, he is ruthless.
Yeah.
Like they mentioned this in this episode as well. Like the guy that was talking to Hornigold, he was like, "You mean to tell me that he like brought these people here to get massacred, to like push you further up, to make you in pursue?" And he's like, Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you don't know him the way I know him. He is gonna absolutely put people's lives in danger.
Yeah.
And he has done so before we knew him, since we have known him, episode fucking 1. You know what I mean? That has always been a problem on the ship. He risks the lives of so many.
But like that's why he cannot be a king again. It's not like he's striving.
He wants to be.
He wants to be.
Yeah, no, you want to say about striving towards.
You think he was trying to be a king?
No, I was just finishing your sentence. He does not want to be.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what I
think
want
at
to
all.
say. Yeah, I was afraid. I was like,
No,
what? It's not like he wants to be, but like that is the quality that he does not possess. That ruthless, that and not care of his people. You know.
I mean, again, that's the difference between him and John.
Exactly.
That
He
is
would
the
easily They would never be his priority.
No.
Like the goals would always be his priority. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, again, that's why John has people following him.
Exactly.
Because,
Want to
like,
follow him.
Yeah, because
That's
like
the
they
difference.
said that you know they can feel like he gives a shit about them.
Yeah.
And they cannot tell that about Flint. You know.
With a good reason.
Like where could you? He has killed his right hand man.
Exactly.
Like I think you follow him because I mean the way that he speaks. It's very motivating, but like when you decide to follow him,
goal, but like
he is gonna, you are gonna die, and he's gonna be the one kind of killing you.
Yeah.
You have to accept that, going through that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm so excited to see where both of their storylines, and I honestly, again, Flint ends up in a cabin in the woods by himself, living out life.
I agree completely.
That's where I see him retired.
Unless Thomas is alive.
I was so fucking certain.
You were?
No, I mean I think it was like because we were so certain in season 2
We were
that
so
like
certain.
he's not gonna die because like everything is moved because of that, and like we never saw that happen. And so like whenever you don't see something happen, I'm like always thinking, did it actually happen? At some point in season 2, the way everything was transpiring, I was like, okay, he's actually dead. And I have been thinking that, but like you know,
have been thinking that he's actually 100% dead?
I have not been thinking he's alive. It's not like I've been thinking he is dead, but like I have not been
thinking about him at all. He was a story.
Yeah. And so like when John came and said like I understand all this, but I don't understand how it started. I was like, oh my god, the last fucking scene is gonna be Thomas like somewhere in England, and we see him and we see he's alive, and it sets up for season 4.
I mean,
I could have seen this vision.
Yeah. The thing is, if Thomas is alive, he's somewhere in the woods. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, imagine they just like accidentally run to each other in the woods.
I would think
both like resigning from society.
I would be like, this is a dream.
I would be like, Flint is dead. And
Flint
this is the afterlife.
Exactly, this is afterlife.
That's
and I would be like, where the fuck is Miranda? You know what I mean?
In the cabin as well.
If that's the last scene, I'm all for it.
Yeah, so I guess Thomas did not appear. Doesn't mean he doesn't have to appear in the last next season. My last thought was that he's potentially alive, and then we saw Miranda die, and that's when my opinion a bit shifted. That I somehow can't. Part of me does not want. Imagine Miranda dead and like them are alive and they're just like living together. Miranda's dead.
I mean, okay, if it's done if it would have been done, even though I don't expect that to happen at all, but like if it would have been done correctly, it would be fine, you know. But somehow, in my mind, something not completely connecting there, you know.
I agree with you.
So like that's why I was like, okay, he's dead, and I haven't been thinking about him just like you haven't.
Me neither. But like when John was like, how did it start?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I saw a vision, guys.
Yeah, but like I don't expect him to show up.
No, me neither.
It just doesn't seem like.
Me neither.
It's a part of a story.
But you know
anymore.
who showed up in this episode?
Who? Blackbeard.
It was so good.
See, like I don't like him at all, but like I like his connection with Vane.
I like his resolve.
Yeah, especially after the fact that Vane betrayed him so many times. Yeah. You know, like he was banished from Nassau.
I mean, he was not.
Yeah.
Vane thought he banished him, but like he was like, I don't want to kill you, so I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah.
But like he still left his like home place.
But he did betray him, and he left his place that he protected and built and everything because of Vane. And at the end, he came back from Vane decade later, and Vane still betrayed him. And yet, when he found out that he is dead, he was so sad and came here to avenge him.
I love what he said, that basically like they have like fucking England has put on themselves to hang Vane and keep him hanging there, you know, as some type of like show of power. And they did not account for Blackbeard. They did not account for him. And now, like literally Vane's death is kind of your downfall. At least in this present moment. I love that. I love that he is there for that. I am rooting for you. I am with you. I love the combination of him with Jack and Nan, like the people that loved Vane.
And Jack even said that, like Vane was like a son to him, and he was like a brother to us. So we're something to him.
Yeah, so we're some type of like, we can understand each other.
Yeah.
Like, and was like, you trust him now? He's like, well, everyone tried to kill us in the past week. Like, okay, Max tried to kill us, kind of. So he is the only one that hasn't. Might as well go with it. And they have like a common enemy and a common friend / brother / son to avenge. And they're gonna work together for that. I love the way that I love Jack and Anne.
Me too.
I adore them. My favorite relationship of the show.
By far.
Just like that is my one constant. That is an unbreakable fucking thing. Everything else can fall apart at any second, but like not the two of them. So I adore them. And
I would choose them over anything in the show.
Yeah.
Even over Flint's life, which is impossible to say. But like, if I have to keep one alive, that would be the two of them.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And the love they have, I just think they have been heart of the show for me. Honestly,
well, absolutely.
The love, the bond, everything they share.
You know, he said, or she said, one of them said, "See you on the other side," and everyone said always.
She
like
said,
whichever side it is, you know, the other side of this island, even if in death it doesn't really matter, we're gonna find ways back to each other. And that is like, they are so fucking solid.
Yeah.
They're such a unit. I adore them.
Me too.
And I also really adored just like Jack in this episode, and like being a captain in his own right, and kind of, he was so cute, like kind of wanting appraisal from Blackbeard, because like Vane did have faith in him. And again, he is a very different type of pirate captain. Like he is not a type of pirate captain like Flint or like Vane or anything like that. He is not the type that instills fear. He is just a very smart one. He is a very calculated one. He knows when to do what. Like even in this episode, Blackbeard did listen to him when he said raise the black, because he had a different upbringing and he has a different way of thinking, and he understands the power in being an underdog and how to use that to his advantage. And I just think he is so good. And he is Captain Jack Rackham, a brilliant captain. And I really like that he's like coming into his own. And so I really enjoyed him in this episode.
I love it.
On the other side, we had, I feel like Max is... Poor Max is regretting every decision that she's
That's
made.
what I want to say. I think she's starting to question everything, because I don't think she agrees with Eleanor anymore.
Not at all.
So like, I don't think she sees them as partners, you know, as something, as solid partner as she did in the beginning.
No, like she said, the thing they were saying to Eleanor about like being hanging and everything, and like, I feel like everything that Max said was correct. And she understands the street better. And Eleanor is just like, again, it's sort of the same thing that like, in different ways, like talking about like disguising that darkness into something else. Like when she's saying, no, we need to leave him for this and this reason. Not really, you know what I mean? Like I think it's still that part of like her revenge, you know?
They said that like the reason why they want to keep him hanging is why they wouldn't put him down is because it would seem weak.
They're afraid, They're afraid of them,
but like the governor seems to agree with that.
I don't know what's happening in that man's head.
Because like it seemed, governor seemed, in my opinion, to agree with that, apparently, because like he agreed with what she did.
I don't know if he was just like, well, this has happened now, so I'm gonna stand by your side. And
I mean, the way he talked, he was like, your enemies are my enemies.
There's just something about him that rubs me the wrong way. Like, I really don't know if like I'm supposed to be getting that vibe, or if that's just the vibe that I'm getting. You know, I'm not sure if the show is putting it that way, or if like it's me. I can't tell, but like he has, I don't know what to call it, but like he has mad eyes to me. Like I feel so uneasy with him somehow for some reason. I don't know how I feel about him. He just freaks me out a bit. And I can't tell you exactly why.
Yeah.
There's just something that's unnerving about him.
Yeah, I don't know, but like he does.
It's just like that at any point in time, I can see him snap like this. And that's what's unnerving to me.
But like, yeah, but like I thought he would. I wasn't sure how he's gonna react. Mm-hmm. But I thought he would react a bit differently because he was the one who wanted to keep people calm.
I just don't know if now, like when this has been done, he has embraced it. He was like, let's fucking go and do...
That's what I want to say. Then that makes sense with what you're saying, like he has mad eyes.
Yeah.
Because now this is Bidana, he has been put in this position that
and
he
so now
wants to be put in, you know?
Yeah.
He wants to show power.
He's like the type of person that's like, I'm keeping these demons at bay that are in me or whatever. I'm gonna play the normal type, and when the time comes, if it comes, I'm gonna unleash them. And now he is just kind of...
Because he's not afraid of people. You know what I mean? He's not afraid of people anymore, at all.
I feel like he is like afraid of what he is capable of how far he is gonna push it.
I honestly have no idea.
I can't figure
He's
him out.
a bit mystery to me. He's really a bit mystery to me. And has always been in some ways.
I agree. Like, again, there's just something unnerving about him.
Like I said, I think he's gonna react one way and he reacts completely different way.
Yeah.
It's like, I cannot predict what's gonna happen with him in the future. But like the thing is starting to happen in Nassau. Billy is building this movement.
Billy, my smart boy knows what he is doing. Knows what buttons to push to make things crumble from within.
I wish we saw the reaction of Governor and Eleanor. Maybe we would, if we saw the reaction while reading that letter, maybe we would have been able to gouge out more for what is about to come. Because this way we just saw Max, who is terrified in my opinion.
Girl is questioning.
She has no idea what to do. She's lost at this point.
Everything Max does is to survive.
But also, we also had that scene where Madam told her she didn't do anything and she's thinking about
I mean, as always, Max is dangling on either side, just trying to survive. And so, like, wherever in whichever way the wind blows, she wants to be able to adapt to that environment.
Yeah, because she said something along the lines, I don't want to make enemies of the potential friends.
Yeah. So she is just...
tells me everything I need to know where her story is gonna go. Honestly.
She's gonna be perfectly fucking fine, let me just tell you.
Yeah, but like, I do expect her to, I do expect her kind of to switch sides at some point.
I think so as well, because I think the English... I don't know. Do they lose and then do we lose to Spain? Because I think, again, we are not creating a fucking kingdom in Nassau.
But I don't know what's gonna happen, that's for sure. But I don't know what's gonna happen. But the thing is, I do expect Rogers to lose. Like,
I honestly, like, when him and Eleanor hugged, I was like, both of them are dead.
I think so as
well. I thought both of them are fucking gonna hang as well.
I think so. What did I hang?
Hang, yeah.
Okay. Interesting. I mean, I didn't think that far into it. But, like, I do... it would be a good... I don't know what I expect. I maybe don't expect Eleanor to hang. I don't know. Like, it seems to me, in my opinion, he's gonna lose. Like, what is gonna happen, how the story is gonna end. It could be, has some type of an ending, but, like, not the complete one, you know?
Yeah.
they are an island. They also they wanted to become legitimate, so they could trade.
He was
So
supposed to be the governor.
That's what, but like, so they
the governor.
Who?
Wood Rogers.
I
mean,
know,
he is
but like,
the governor,
but like, I'm not just talking about that. I talk about season 1 when they wanted Nassau to be legitimate.
Yeah.
Because they could trade, because they could make the living without having to be pirates.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That is something that like I don't see possible. You know? That's why I like, what does king and queen means if they are not legitimate in others' eyes? You know what I mean?
I literally don't know what Nassau is gonna be when we leave it.
I have no idea. I have no idea either.
Like, is it gonna be burning? Like, what the fuck is it gonna be? I like no fucking clue. I really don't know what's gonna happen in season 4.
I heard so many comments that's such amazing season, because like I said, just like I feel like when you posted episode 3 of 9, I've read 3 comments. Oh my god, did you start season 4? Oh my god, season 4. Oh my god, you know?
Yeah, we did not. We are
about to play season 4, but like that's just what I want to say, that like I expect it to be great, because like all 3 seasons have been, especially last 2 in my opinion, but like all 3 seasons have been
brilliant,
really great. The story has been brilliant. So like that,
the writing and second to none.
And again, they did have an ending in mind, so you know?
Yeah, they decided to end it season 4.
So
perfect.
Like it wasn't cancelled.
No,
know? It's like that's great.
They didn't prolong it more than they needed to. They just finished it where they thought the story should finish.
So
I think again, more shows should take.
But that's why I don't have any doubt.
No, I'm just like, this is about to be great.
That's why I think this season could be like the best one. You know?
Yeah.
I could not wait to see it. Honestly.
And we're about to start it.
We're about to play it.
Thanks so much for watching. Let's play this next one. Let's start the last season.
We'll see you in a few days.
Yeah, but like we're about to talk to you guys again.
Season.
Can you believe?
No,
we're going into single digits then.
Exactly.
Thanks so
much.
We're
going into single digits.
Bye.